Okay, so I've got questions.
Mm-hmm.
So first question, how long have first for the video, like what's your name in in the speedrunning community?
Bagel. Like if you, or do you mean like?
No, yeah, it was that was kind of what I meant.
Alright.
How long have you been speedrunning the game?
Since check. I think it's been since late April. For about like 2.5 months.
Yeah. What got you into speedrunning around that time?
I kind of just so I was shown the people who like tried beating campaign like as fast as possible. So then I already knew about like the speedrun website, so I checked it, and all the runs were like 3 years old, like 2 to 3 years old. So I wanted to beating them or just try getting into it since no one else is really doing it at the time.
Yeah. How's the speedrunning scene? Like, do you know anything about like how it's changed in recent years?
Oh, not really. The only thing I could really like say that's been like, do you mean strategizing? What do you mean by that, or just like
the community itself?
Oh, well, I mean, never really since it started. It was Skullz and Andy, like the main people who would be actually holding the record. And then the rest, there was like, the only actual active one is Pixelated World, which had like, at the time, like 9 people did it.
Yeah.
And then every other one had like 3 people. Like, I saw that you had the 48-minute time in the classic any percent category, and then it was like Skullz and Andy just had like sub like a low 30-minute times. It was like made like the rest, like it was only really them that were actually still doing it. Like it was active at first, and it was only them doing it.
Yeah.
Like I've seen, and then apparently Andy stopped playing because it was like pay to win, and then Skullz just like broke his phone or something. I kind of forgot why, but like he couldn't use his phone anymore, so he had to stop playing.
Oh man. Yeah, I remember like when I submitted those runs, that had to be like 4 or 5 years ago. They didn't even have classic any percent. It was because
there wasn't World 4. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was any percent hard and I think just any percent.
Yeah.
And I think Melee was there too.
Yeah, Melee was there, and then pretty much everything. Well, parkour wasn't there, I think, at the time that you did that either.
Yeah. I don't remember there being that many categories.
Yeah.
It was really basic back then.
Yeah, like the only the new ones that were added were parkour and then like the World 4 stuff, because they updated it, and then
so how's the speedrun optimized? Like what are some of the things that you guys have done as a group to
so the group is and if you check the Discord, right, there's it's Yeet Uncon, I think that's how you pronounce it, I kinda don't know, and then me. We kinda started doing it. It's I was only doing Melee. Then me and Yeet were the other ones. So there was actually this other guy that I don't know, like he had 10,000 gems and stuff like that, so people thought he was hacking, so his runs got denied, but He's mainly the one that brought up there's like this gadget called the Pandoras Box, and it's a 50-50 thing. Either when you use it, you lose all your health. So that's like you take like 99 health damage, or you kill all the monsters, basically, is how it works.
Yeah, I was watching Yeats run yesterday, when I was, like, sort of drafting this together, and I noticed, like, the Slender Man level in the first world went by way faster than it used to. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. It's like, so the time in Pixelated used to be a 9:51, which, like, no one could beat.
Yeah.
The Pandora's Box, as far as we're aware right now, saves up to like 2 minutes and it's mainly just 2 levels that it really works. The rest, like, it just saves like 10 seconds. With those 2 levels, it saves like half a minute or something, which is why we use it.
That's a huge time save.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed. I noticed the grappling hook as well. I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, that grappling hook, it's only used for 1 level. It's that bridge level, because you can get to because all the monsters spawn there, then we use it sometimes in Slender, but it doesn't really do anything, because it still takes time for the things to spawn, but in that bridge level, if you just ran there, and compared to grappling, the grappling actually saves time. It doesn't just get you there quicker, which...
Yeah. So how often do you guys work together, to optimize the run?
Well, so I only saw when we kind of had our group back in mid-June. We don't really a lot, since it's only us 3, and then it's actually usually just me and Yeet talking, because we're the ones that don't do melee. We're melee, you can't use any damaging gadgets, so you basically there's nothing you can really optimize in there, just movement. That's about it, and maybe the weapon, but it's usually when there's we're approaching a goal. So when we start having ideas, it's maybe when the category is no one's doing it, then it's none of us can beat it. So that's when we usually kind of talk about it. Or when we break each other's records, that's also when we talk and how we can improve it.
Yeah, I remember when I started, mine was I think mine was a record, but I don't remember how long. But the speedrunning scene was so it was it hadn't been really built on so much that it was my run was 48 minutes and it was still...
Yeah, record. It was a record for 2 days. I just checked. And then it was cool. But it really shows because it was a 18-minute difference. And at that time it wasn't anything new, it was just better movement. Weapons, I don't really know which ones you were using, since
I think those videos are long gone. I think I used the prototype, and I don't think I even used I didn't use anything for speed buffs or anything. I just used prototype, minigun, fire orb.
Yeah, it was a lot more simple. You didn't have to use a lot.
Yeah.
Easier weapons then.
I saw in Yeet's run, he had all of these new weapons that I've never seen before that would murder.
Yeah, it's it's crazy. Good player, actually. It's weird because he came out of nowhere. It's he started running for a day and he beat most of my times already. It was...
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yeah, it's and again, at the time I had a 8-minute pixelated, so it was easy to beat, but it's still, man, the first day, crazy.
So, how did updates change the game? How did it make it any faster?
Well, like for like game updates, besides added gadgets, the only thing it really did is just made it harder for newer people to join in, because back then you could have like really basic weapons and still like get a decent time. Now you need like weapons that like the top tier weapons that take a lot of time to get. It's like
like you could run a prototype and still get world record.
Yeah, and now it's like I was testing the Casanova, which used to one tap most of the monsters. Now it takes like 10 shots just to kill like a zombie. It's sad. That's just kind of how time went, because they kind of updated the upgrading system and the leveling and stuff like that, and so it was less of a nerf and just like with like adding new stuff that just made them weaker.
So, one of my final questions. What do you guys have planned for the future for the speedrunning scene of this game?
Well, we haven't really discussed, but I think in my head there's a few goals that I have set, which is a sub 7 pixelated. I maybe just a lower time in Block World. I don't think the sub 5 could happen, but and then Crossroads would be, you could get a sub 4 minute 30 time with it, because I missed one of the Pandoras Box hits because I got unlucky. And I think for classic any percent, we could go for a 19 minute, and then for the hard version, it would be a sub 19 minute and 30 time.
Yeah.
There isn't really a lot of differences between them. It's just like sometimes like it takes one extra hit, or like the spawns are different. Now it's that type of stuff, and then sometimes there's just more mobs that are, or like monsters that are spawned in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really see any other goals.
Yeah. So that was about it for the interview. Do you have any final thoughts on like the game or anything as a whole?
I don't really know. It's like on most of the stuff, the only things that are left is the Worlds 1 through 4, but I don't really have anything else. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure we covered everything that we talked about.
Alright. So I mainly just, I wanted to ask about, like, the speedrunning community and stuff. I've got a YouTube video that's probably going to go up in about the next, like, couple weeks or month.
Alright, that's fine.
So could you tell the audience, who you are and what you do in the community?
Alright. So just start now, or?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
My mic might cut out, and if it does, just tell me.
Alright.
Alright, so my name is Skullz, or Gabe. I am one of the moderators on the PixelGun3D speedrun.com page, and I used to run this game about 3 years ago, and I'm planning on picking that back up whenever I get a new phone, because that's broken. And I'm also the owner of the PixelGun3D speedrunning Discord, which it's pretty small right now. And I want to kind of build it up over the next few months or even years.
So, why did you start speedrunning this game?
Well, it's pretty much a game of my childhood. When did this game come out?
I think it was May 2013, around there.
Yeah, May 2nd, 2013. So I played it since it first came out. And yeah, I pretty much played it the whole time, on and off. And I mean, what got me into speedrunning? I saw Darbian's run 456, which is a pretty big video, and I started running Mario, and then I saw that there was a leaderboard for PixelGun3D, and there was only runs from Geeker Andy. Who else was there? Minecraft 11th. And that's the only people who were there. And I feel like after I joined, people started to see the speedruns more and get an idea of how to run the game.
Yeah.
And then there were some different strats that people started to come up with. Some of them went pretty far, and some of them kind of shrouded in the past because better weapons, better everything was created. Because these runs were like 3 years ago, and there's so much that's happened in the game. And I think what sparked the popularity again was people like Baygle and Lil Yeet started playing these games. And I think their runs I think one of them got 1,000 views.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've been kind of going back and forth on everything. Let's see here. And it's pretty much easy number one on the new any percent hard, virtual world, and melee only. The full melee only, because there's no runs at all.
Yeah.
And you could just snag an easy record for that. But the fourth world is crazy.
So, how did the Discord server come about?
Well, I saw the little spark of popularity a few weeks ago, or I'd say a month ago. And 3 weeks ago, I made a forum post that has the link to the Discord and just explaining like the spark of popularity in this game, and just I want to make a bigger community outside of just the leaderboards in YouTube comment sections.
So how's, like, as a community, how have you guys, like, optimized the categories, like classic any percent, the like pixelated world, crossed worlds, those kinds of things?
Yeah, looking back at the old runs, Well, the problem with my old runs is that I obviously cheated in gyms and stuff, which I'm wanting to run this game again so I can beat those times and make myself not look as bad. But yeah, I feel like these runs can be optimized a tad bit more. But the thing is, with this game, there's new stuff coming out all the time, and you don't know what would break the game and what wouldn't. So we might have a new crazy gadget or weapon that will completely break these categories and make them easier.
Yeah.
To get records in.
So, like I used to speedrun this game a really long time ago, and since then I've noticed that the community hasn't really grown as much as like a lot of other games in terms of speedrunning.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you had like any thoughts on that, on like how the game's kind of just stayed in one place.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of an obscure game to run, but at the same time it's a popular game, so I don't know why it hasn't picked up.
Yeah, because like I did an interview with Baygle, and he was just like, his answer was like the pay to win kind of style of the game.
Yeah. That will get you.
Because I started playing the game again for the YouTube video. Like whenever I'm not writing the script, and I've noticed like it's easier to get gems and coins, but it still takes a while.
Yeah.
Like if you want Pandora's Box for a speed run, you have to wait.
Yeah. I feel like it's easy to get good at the game.
Yeah.
And after you get good at the game, it's just grind. Or you just drop a fat 200 on gems and coins.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I did a few months ago. But then, well, the thing is, I was playing on emulator, and their emulators are really bad for Android.
Yeah, I know. I've tried to do PUBG Mobile on an emulator.